everyone. Okay, so we are waiting for Smriti to join. Okay, just give me a moment and hi. Hi, Ashwini. Hi. Hi, we are waiting for Smriti to join, and this is about grit. This life is about having that determination, willpower, grit, and mental toughness to achieve your goals. So, uh, Ashwini and other people who have joined, request you to keep liking the video so that it helps us get more people. And if you have any questions, you can use the Q&A button, the question mark on your screen. You can use it to ask questions. So Smriti is here. Hi, Smriti. Welcome to
Hi, Purva.
Ordinary People, Extraordinary Grit.
Thank you so much.
So, Smriti is a banker by profession. She's a dancer and she's a fitness enthusiast. And before I ask Smriti for her introduction, I would like to give a personal introduction about Smriti, that what I have seen her doing and why she is here, and what I find so inspiring in her. So I have known Smriti for around 10 years now. It doesn't feel like I have known her for so long. Sometimes it feels lesser, or sometimes feel like it has been lifetimes of knowing her. But yeah. So, anyways, uh, uh, I have seen tremendous levels of consistency and commitment towards whatever she picks up. So I have seen her dancing all the time, and she'll be partying till 4 in the night, and she would have daily her dance classes at around 6:30, and by the time we would wake up, she's already back from her dance class and she is just getting ready to go to her office. And that's how I have seen her always. However party she does, or however busy she is with other things, whether she's working in the night till 3, but if she has a class in the morning, or if she has committed to her dance teacher that she'll be there. So yeah, and she's a fitness enthusiast as well. If you see her profile, she you would see her doing very difficult workouts, and I mean, it's just so great to watch her developing all of these skills, because consistency matters, and that's what she has always been, consistent. So, Smriti, over to you. Please introduce yourself and please tell us about your journey.
First of all, thank you so much, Apurva, for saying such good words about me, and thank you for inviting me to your space. I think this is really a big deal for me because of many reasons. Because I think I have talked about all the stuff in my close circle or maybe
Yeah,
one-on-one basis,
yeah,
but
right.
talking about such things at a public platform is it's really kind of, how do I say, overwhelming for me as
Yeah,
of now.
I
And
know.
also it's good because I think you're kind of making me breaking my own comfort zone, that I can come on a public platform and say what I feel about life in general. So thank you. And in fact, I really want to start this session by thanking all my teachers. I think if I don't mention about them, I'm nothing without them. So my dance teacher, my yoga teacher, my trainers, my life coach, everyone, they know who I am talking about. So really, really grateful for all of them who basically have made me in a way that
You
I'm here
are
talking
today.
to you about, right?
Yes,
So I am
right.
what they have made me as of now. So really, really grateful for them. About my introduction, it's funny because yes, in daytime I'm pretty much a banker. I work in an international bank as a data analyst, data scientist. And I think the moment I shut down my laptop, I become a totally different person. So my left brain becomes active, which is like a creative one, and I start exploring life other than work, what I can do extra than work. And when you say passion, I think I really do not look life in one particular way, because sometimes I'm passionate about dancing, sometimes I feel passionate about writing, sometimes I feel passionate about learning new stuff, whether from astrology to numerology to graphology, I don't know what all. So I really do not look life in one particular way. And I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm a master of all trade, jack of all trade and master of none. But I think that's how I like myself, that the moment I start getting a bit of overwhelmed for one thing, the other things give me some solace in life in general. So yeah, I think dancing and fitness is something which is very, very connected to me, but I look life in a very holistic way. It's about everything for me. So in a nutshell, I can still say that I'm still like that 5-year-old child, which looks at life very
Very
curiously. Okay,
curious.
this is something to explore. This is
Right.
something to explore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's all. That's all I can say.
Right. 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 Okay. So Smriti, uh, I mean, yes, you are a jack of all trades. You try whatever comes in front of you, and you also are, master in a few of those things where your interest actually lies. So I'm sure reaching here would not have been easy. You must have met with umpteen number of challenges. So what are those challenges and how did you overcome those challenges? I think that would be something really inspiring for our viewers.
Um, so it sounds like a bit filmy, but and that's how I've looked at my life. That sometimes I look back and I see that I really live a life which is a bit filmy. So I think as a child, when I was 5 or 6 year old, I realized that I loved being at stage. So I mean, that time I did not know that I want to dance or whatever. But
What
definitely I
limelight?
love being
Yeah,
at stage.
yeah,
Exactly, that limelight or being wearing those costume
yeah.
or in the makeup, and even people applauding for you. So that was something very, very interesting. And what happened that when I told that I want to learn dance, I mean, that time I did not know that dancing can be a profession. So forget about anything else. So the moment I said that I want to my parents that I want to learn dance, I think they really did not approve that idea because uh, they come from a bit conservative background. They wanted the best, of
Yeah,
course, for me, but maybe I was looking at life in a different way.
right,
So
right.
at a very early age, I realized that whatever I want to do in my life, I can do only once I became financially independent. So
Exactly.
that time, I think I forgot everything else. The first goal for me was that I want to become financially independent. Even then, I don't know that what exactly I want to do. Do I want to study, or maybe I just wanted to open a shop or whatever? But the only thing I knew that I will have my own money. I think somehow my intention was so strong that things started happening automatically for me. Now, because I know all those stuff, I can look back and see that maybe I did not work that hard to go into the most prestigious college. So, I mean, everyone who is from North, they know that BHU is one of the prestigious college,
Right, right.
and IIT Mumbai, everyone knows. So, I don't know how I actually passed those exams, but it just happened. And I think when 2012 I entered into Bangalore, then I realized, okay, now I can feel that I'm financially
Finally
independent
feeling
and I can
independent.
explore life.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
So I actually worked for 2 years in a company in Baroda, but even then I did not have this feeling that okay, I am now settled at least financially. Let's explore life in other ways. So yes, in 2012 when I settled, I think I got settled. Rather, I
Hmm,
thought I got settled. So let's explore something what extra I can do.
hmm.
And then here and there, I started going for different classes. Again, that time is it
You
was
were already trained in Bharatnatyam at that time when you
yeah.
moved
So
to
in
Bangalore.
college,
Yeah.
yeah. So in college, I think I had learned. I did diploma. So I think the one thing I want to say that my relationship with dancing was so on and off.
Until Bangalore
How do I explain?
happened.
Even I think even now, I mean, I really can't call myself as a dancer because I there are times when I'm too much dedicated and I will pass all the obstacles and go for the class, whatever it is. And then sometimes there are days when I'm like not at all dancing.
Yeah.
So it's very on and off. The only thing I can say about dancing and me is that's more like a friend, which is really comforting. And every single time I'm like really low in my life, that friend gives me the comfort and kind of brings back to me back to the life.
Like you always
So
feel that
that kind,
that thing is always there for me to go back to if there is any
yes,
challenge, any kind of issues. Yeah.
exactly. So it's not that I'm not passionate, or I am I lack that work hard kind of attitude. It's just that priorities changes.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right. Of
because
course.
I'm working a
Right.
full time employee where I almost work like 12 hours in a day,
Right.
almost every
Right.
single day. And then taking time out for those activities is really challenging.
Mhm.
But over the time, what I have done is I've kind of made a promise to myself that no matter what happens, I'll practice at least my yoga.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and maybe we will come to that later, but how I actually found yoga. But I think now, even if I'm not in the class, so class happens around 7:30 in the evening, and sometimes I can't attend because there's late night meetings and so all those things. But even if I can't attend those classes, I still get time out of my schedule that I just sit with myself and connect with myself. So
Mhm.
yoga had provided me that connection with myself.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm.
way, yeah, that is one thing I'm still committed, and I still do every single day.
Great. 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 And that's what matters, right? Because whatever you pick, apart from what you're doing as a full-time job, whatever you pick has to be sustainable. Has to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was a time, I think 2018, 2019, after coming out of a very difficult situation in my life. Again, as I said, the dance had provided me that coming back to life kind of scenario. And 2018, 2019, I was dancing like almost maybe 4 hours in a day, along with 10 to 12 hours working,
And that really
right?
helped you
And
in getting over the other pain you had in your life, right? To
exactly,
right.
exactly. So there was a time when I used to wake up at 5, go to the class, come back, go to the office. Again, evening, I'll go to the class, finish the extra work maybe around 11 and sleep by 1, and again wake up at 5 and go.
Yeah.
But what happened, of course, that was one of the best time of my life. And for me, it's just the dancing, but being, in the presence of my teachers. So that was one of the best thing. I mean, I know when I met my teacher around 2015, 16, I think that in a very blessed moment, I met her. And right now, I'm not training with her, but I can still feel those learnings, those
Yeah.
teachings, what
Yeah.
I,
Right.
yeah. So I make sure that whatever I have learned from her, I try to implement those in my life. So I feel even if a 10% I can implement in my life, I'll be like somewhere else. So, and not just her, I mean, I've met so many other people, my friends, as well as other teachers, who every single day, the only thing I can say that I've learned from them is to become a better person. Forget about everything. I don't know what I will be after 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. The only thing every single day I think about that, what extra I can do to become a better person. So, yeah.
Right. 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 So, dear audience here, people who are watching the live, if you have any questions for Smriti on determination, willpower, grit, mental toughness, please ask. And also, please keep pressing the like button. It will help us get more viewers. Okay, so Smriti, continuing our discussion, when you said that you had to make all of this sustainable, sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not happen. कभी time मिलता है, कभी नहीं मिलता है. So how do you
Hmm.
prioritize? How do you decide कि अभी ये आज करना है, नहीं करना है? Or maybe, like how you go back to your home at that time, you start waking up at 4:30, but when you're in Bangalore,
Hmm.
at that time you relax that rule for yourself. But then you're able to switch so in a
Yeah.
great way because you have that confidence on yourself that I can do it, and then you do it. You just do it. You don't think twice. So how do you prioritize that? What is important for me?
Uh, One thing I think is I don't plan a lot of things. I don't think okay what I really want to do in the moment.
Yeah,
Rather I go with the flow that what I'm feeling like
yeah.
doing. So I mean that there was a time when I was completely closed in my house and 2 months I was just coding. I was
Mhm.
just coding.
Right.
So in fact coding is really boring job for me, but 2 months I did not do anything
Mhm.
except coding, and I was enjoying it so much. I was working till 4 5 and then again sleep and again wake up and just learn coding. After 2 months I got bored with that and I picked something else. So maybe it does not go very well with people who are, very focused, very consistent and one track minded that way, but I go with the flow that in the moment, what I'm feeling like I will do. But having said that, I think work in general is my priority,
Hmm,
and sometimes I do prioritize my work more than anything else, because of
right.
course there are people who are, kind of dependent on me, or rather looking up to me for the
And
kind of deliverables.
hard earned, financial independence, right? Right.
Exactly.
Which
I
is
mean, at this point of time, there was a time again when I was like, okay, I want to quit my job. Maybe I was not enjoying that much at
yeah,
somewhere around
yeah,
2017, 2018. I really wanted to quit my job and become a full-time dancer. Rather, I wanted to learn dance full-time. But I realized that I need money.
yeah. So it's kind of like a tussle between your mind and your heart. But
Exactly.
then you also
Exactly.
love your job, right? That's the thing, right?
Exactly.
You can love
So
both the
over
things
the
and keep one as a profession and the other as a hobby. But then you do are passionate about your work as well, right?
Yeah, so I mean, for the last 3, 4 years, I'm enjoying my work like anything because of the work,
Right,
as well as the people around me, my entire team, my manager. Everyone has given me that support, that kind of love, I will say,
right.
that I've really fallen in love with my work. And I really don't feel that, okay, I'm working 12 hours or 14 hours or 16 hours, or rather, I focus on finishing the work and feel like someone I am dependable. Yeah, the other thing is, as soon as I get the time, I decide, okay, this is the thing I want to do. And one of the most important thing as of now, apart from work, is my fitness routine, you can say.
Yeah.
Maybe not a very hardcore, because right now I'm in my hometown and not going to a gym. So the yoga part of it, and my meditation part. One thing I would say that, I mean, when you say habit or if anything like that, I feel it's simply a priority,
Right,
what you want to do and
right.
nothing else. And rather the why part matters.
Why
Why
partner?
why you want
Exactly,
to,
exactly,
because
exactly,
I think everyone, whatever they do, they just want a happiness out of it. I mean,
exactly,
even like, that we were partying like 6 years
exactly.
before, we were partying,
Yeah,
and we were happy.
we
And
can be
now I think
right.
both of us, yeah, we have
We are
gone,
in a
we
different.
have crossed that.
we,
Exactly. And
we have
now we are
been there, done
finding,
that, and now we are like focusing on uh, things that are more long
yeah,
term
and
in nature.
right. And now if you ask me go and party entire night, I'll like, no. So it's
Can't do.
become,
Sorry.
it's, I can't. I mean, I think I have passed all those time. Maybe it's
Yeah.
age effect or whatever, I don't know. But I think I have realized what is more important in my life than, I mean, I'm not sure who all from my office have joined here, but they would agree that every single Friday, whenever they were like, okay, let's go here or let's go here, the only thing I used to say, kal meri class hai.
Yeah.
सुबह मेरी क्लास है, so I can't go. I have cancelled so many plans. Of course, that's what time like 2018, 2019, because that time, of course, my dancing was, or other, that thing was my priority. So they used to say, oh, every single time we just have one excuse, but that was the fact that Saturday morning I have class, so I can't party. You may ask me for party maybe on, during the weekdays, but not on Fridays, because weekends I have class. So it's always about the priority.
Right.
Even when I came
Right.
here, I made a choice that I want to wake up early, because this is something I really want to do for long. And I think I've done it. I have done for 6 months, so around 2020. But again, I went back to my old routine of waking up till late, and then waking late in the morning as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think there were some connection issues. Smriti, are you there? Let me invite Smriti back, please. I'm really sorry. There is some connection issue, it seems. Hi,
Ah,
Smriti. Yes,
I
I
think I'm
think there
back.
was some
Sorry,
connection issue.
I
Yeah.
got
So
disconnected
while you were
again.
talking about the priorities, and also that while you have to form a habit or you are determined to do something, there always has to be a purpose behind it. And while I tried to be consistent with my workout or yoga routine my entire life, but I just could not because the why part was not there. And only
Exactly.
when I started facing health issues and when I had to take care of my inflamed muscle, only then I
Hmm.
realized that it's now or never. And then I have never been more consistent. For the past 3 months, I have been
Exactly.
like tick, 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 not a single day cross because that's like the topmost priority for me right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
So,
as I said,
mm,
that only thing matters is why. Why do you want to this? Why this is so important for you?
right, right.
Say, I mean, the time when I was dancing, it was so I was pretty much obsessed. So right now I'm not dancing that much
And your
as I
ballet
used to
time.
because
Your
sorry.
ballet time, when you were so obsessed with doing ballet, yeah?
Yeah,
And you
exactly. I was so
fractured your
obsessed
knee
with
with
ballet.
ballet.
I was so obsessed with ballet. My teacher know, my classmates know. I was so obsessed. Like I
Yeah,
had classes
right.
in morning, I will go. I have classes in the night, I will go. I have classes on the weekend, I'll go. I was really obsessed. But having said that, I think one thing I realized again from my teachers only that the most important thing is health. Everything else comes later. So as I said, that 2 years of 2018, 2019, working almost like full time and then almost like half time dancing,
Right.
it took a toll on my body. So even though I was enjoying too much, I think I really did not take care of my body. So my body in a way crashed. My knees were not responding, and my coach will know, my teachers know, still know that how it was really a shocking news for me when they said that you know what, you need to reduce your dancing time or maybe you need to quit it. So
Yeah,
for nights I could not sleep. That this is something I love to do, and probably I will have to quit. But the one most important realization came from that the important thing is health and everything else
yeah,
follows. So if I
right,
have my legs working, I can dance
right.
till
You can
80.
dance.
You know,
Yes. You can
exactly.
work, you
So
can
again,
dance.
very, very,
Right, right. So
and other
we have
things will
a
follow.
question. Yeah. Yes, so, Smriti, go ahead. We'll take the questions in the end. Or let's take this question, then we'll continue.
Yeah,
So the question is,
yeah, sure.
how do you compartmentalize your life? Like you have work, interest in your work, you're passionate about your work, you're passionate about dance. You also take
Hmm.
care of your body in various fitness forms. So how do you compartmentalize? How do you not get distracted that I have a interesting dance routine coming up in the evening, but then I also have this deliverable to go out today. How do you do that?
Uh, so see, right now what has happened that I've really grown even in my workplace, right? So the responsibilities have increased, but
Right,
maybe I'll
right,
tell about the time when I was almost doing both the things. Almost like side by side. So one thing is, of course, my team is very supportive. My manager is very
okay,
supportive.
okay,
So there has been time when I have missed many meetings because something important in dancing is coming. Maybe some workshop is there or whatever. So I'll tell my manager that sorry, I can't attend this meeting or I can't work this up because I have to go to for class. And he will be like, yes, okay. And sometimes because the meeting is so important that no matter
okay,
what, I can't do the class. So I've told my teachers that sorry, I mean, this is something I even if I want to attend the class, but I can't. So yes, of course it's difficult, and people like outside maybe sometimes I feel that people think that I'm not progressing the way I should have been because I think I have that I can progress, but because of this up downs in life, maybe I'm not progressing in dancing
yeah,
or whatever that much. But I see overall progress in my life that I think I'm happy, and now I think even my teachers are happy. So
right.
one thing
And
I'll
it's
say
important
that
to build,
commitment matters.
yeah, commitment matters, exactly.
Commitment
And
matters.
yeah, yeah. And building those relationships at way. And in a
Yeah,
way, if you are committed, usually you end up having good relationships with the people at workplace or people at your dance classes, and then they
exactly.
adjust it and they do take care of you and they do take care of your interests. They feel a part of something that you
Totally.
are doing, interested in. Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said that, I mean, maybe initially, like very short period of time, maybe it was a challenge for me to explain to my team that this is something I really, really do apart from my work. But I think over the time, they started supporting me. And in fact, over the time, my teachers also started understanding that even if I
Right.
want to, I just can't.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's not really about achieving the thing. Even I don't, I, one thing my teacher had said once, which is still in my head, that everything else comes later. I mean, with the dancing, for example, your performance, your travels or tours, anything else comes later. What matters is how much you are enjoying during the class or during the process. So yes, of
Right.
course, I miss many classes, but every single time when I go back to the maybe next class, I would be like full 100% there and not thinking about my work. So
Right.
that's why it's very relaxing that the moment I'm in the class, I have not thought about the work at all. Yeah, but maybe when I'm walking, I still think about the dance or the class. But yeah, during the class, I never think about the work. So it's really brings me to the center. To the question what Suchit asked, maybe is simply defining your routine. So I make sure that I fix a routine for the work. Of course, there are times when you have to work extra, or sometimes you have
Yeah.
time when you work less. But yeah, I mean, I set a time for like 10 hours almost every single day,
Hmm.
pretty much
Hmm.
at a fixed time. Sometimes it goes ups and down, but otherwise I know that okay, if I wake up at 4:30 to 8:30, I'll do my stuff, and 8:30 to maybe 6:30, I'll do class. Sorry, I'll do the work, and
Work.
then
And then,
my class or whatever. So it becomes
yeah,
very set routine,
set routine. And
and
people also know what to expect from you, at what time they should expect from you. क्या चाबी,
exactly.
she might be in the class, so let's not expect right now. Class के बाद पूछ लेंगे. So yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Maybe one thing again, I'll say that I'm not a perfect, I have still not figured out a lot of things. I'm still learning, work in progress. So of course,
जी,
kabhi kabhi I
yeah,
slack,
yeah,
and sometimes I slack a lot. I slack a lot, but uh, what I have learned now is how to bounce back to the life. So
yeah.
there was a time, I think very recently, I was struggling with something, and I told my teacher, my yoga teacher, sorry, this is a time I'm not feeling myself, and I can't come to the class maybe for next 1 and 2 months. So let me be myself as of now. And she was
Hmm.
all good,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? And in that months, I pretty much realized that I can't survive like this. So I have to bounce back very quickly. And I did. So I
Exactly.
think
You
I've
have to
learned that
allow
part now.
yourself it's you have to tell yourself that it's okay to not perform at the best all the time. It's okay to fail sometimes,
Exactly.
but with the promise to yourself that I'll bounce back even better, even higher. I'll solve that problem and then go ahead.
Yeah, because of course, I mean, 5 years back, whatever I have faced in like recent times, 5 years
Hmm.
back, I would take like 6 months or maybe 1 year to bounce back. But I
Bounce
think
back.
now I quickly did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe it's the past learning or whatever, the grit, whatever you
yeah.
call it. But now I've learned that what I want to do, I'll do no matter what, because life will keep happening. Good and bad things will keep coming. Good, you
Keep
will
coming.
enjoy. What
Yeah.
happens with, we enjoy the good times, but for the bad times we're like, no, 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 it should not happen to us. But when life matters is when you start enjoying even those bad
Even
times
the,
as well.
I remember that thing you told me about Sandeep Maheshwari, that when you are feeling sad, just bed jao and feel sad. जितना sad
Exactly.
feel करना है, कर लो.
So there are times when I'm very fearful, and I think this is again one of my teachers I have told. She's my mindfulness teacher, Kartika Nair. So she told me that whenever you're feeling something, so good or bad or whatever, just sit with yourself and just enjoy
Yeah.
those feeling. It
Yeah.
will pass. It will pass.
Yeah, if
So
you
I
don't
think
go,
I
it
I
will
have
come back
become,
again.
I feel fearful, but the next moment I realize, I'm invincible. So I'll bounce back very quickly.
Yeah, yeah. So I was watching this series, Surgeon's Cut. Have you watched
Hmm.
it? It's docu-series about surgeons. So there is this
Okay.
one surgeon who treats brain tumor. And he said that while going into the battlefield, which is like
Hmm.
the surgery room, the OT,
Hmm.
he is fearful, but he doesn't let the fear paralyze him. He uses
Hmm.
that fear to become an aggressive lion. So he approaches his kill, which is the brain tumor, like a lion. So that was interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
I mean,
Maybe,
I know myself, even in the workplace, just consider scenario workplace like 5 years back. if someone would come to me with an opportunity, I would be so fearful that my first response would be no.
Yeah,
And because I don't believe myself, then of course they will not believe in me.
of
So
course.
because I
Right.
will be so
Right.
fearful that I will say no, and because of that I have lost so many opportunities. Now what I do, if whatever is there, I'll say yes, and then figure out that how to do it.
How to do it. It's
Exactly.
probably if you don't know how to do it, there's a very high chance that very few or nobody else knows. Everybody has to figure it out once it is there in their
Exactly.
field. Yeah, and that's how people grow, right?
And luckily I really have people around me who are really supporting. So even if I fail, sometimes I take it as a learning, and people are not like blaming at me, rather teaching me that what, you could have done
Right,
this thing pretty better.
right, right.
So that way I'm really, really blessed that I really can't thank enough that what kind of people, even in my workplace, in my personal life, you, everyone is, that they're all supporting my teachers. I mean, of course, I can't thank enough of them.
Guys, if you
Even
have
my
any other
family, I mean,
questions, if you
even
have
my
any other
family.
question for Smriti, please ask. This is the time, because we'll take more questions about determination, grit, passion, and mental toughness. Yes, Smriti, please go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying, that even my family has been very
Even
supportive
your
now.
family.
So yeah, the same
Yeah.
family whose first response was no for almost everything, they say yes to everything what I say now. So yeah, that's where
Yeah.
life has really changed.
Okay, so Smriti, what would be one question that I have for you? How to find gurus? How to find? Uh, I have asked this to you before, and I have
Hmm.
started looking at people in the way that what can I learn from them? Even I have started considering the YouTube video, whoever is doing it, like I learn astrology. So whoever
Hmm.
video I'm watching, I treat them as guru. I try to get the
Exactly.
taste of guru feel, but then how to find a face-to-face guru? I very rarely had face-to-face guru, and I don't know why. I see you
Um,
connect with working with so many teachers, and I really like that. I really admire that.
yeah, I mean, as I said initially, said like without my teachers, I'm nothing.
Right,
And it
right,
really does not matter if I am right now training with them or not. They're always with me. So I can, the one thing I live with is their teachings, whoever it is. Okay. Somehow, I mean, there's one thing they say, that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I can
exactly.
clearly
Yeah.
see it. Like I can clearly see it. Like 2015, 16, when I was really low in my life and I was struggling it with pretty much, I met my teacher Rukmini Vijay Kumar. So, and from then, my life had changed like anything. Really, I mean,
She's very
whatever,
inspiring.
what if I'm really inspired from her. So whatever
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying today, I think everything goes back to her, that everything I've learned from her. It's not just about dancing for that matter. I have told, I think, the same thing to her as well. It's not just dancing I'm learning from you.
We
It's
can learn
overall
the art,
dedication.
but yeah, it's the subtle things which you learn face to face from a teacher. Just the subtle
Exactly.
things. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so somehow after that, I have grown as a person. Forget about dancer, but I have grown as a person. And I used to go to the class to be in her presence simply. So
Okay, yeah,
to
right,
listen to her.
right,
So
right.
that is one. I don't know. I mean, maybe I've been very lucky in terms of my teachers. So then I met my yoga teacher. Right now, like I'm training with her, Pooja. When I started learning yoga from her, my concept of yoga had changed a lot. So initially, when I used to think about yoga, it was all like, taking your leg here and there, whatever, do anything.
The
But
physical
I
part.
think the physical part of it, pretty much. And now I think more than the yoga, like doing the physical asanas, I enjoy sitting with myself, sitting in silence, observing my breathing more than anything else.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I really don't know how to look out for teachers, but maybe I
But
don't know
then
how did I find my teacher, but I just, again, as I said, that intention matters.
when you are
So
ready,
if you
yeah,
really,
the intent
yeah,
matters. When you are ready to take that learning, the teacher appears.
yeah, if you really have strong intention that I really want to have a teacher, or maybe whoever, it really does not matter that a teacher has to teach you. I mean, there are many things I've learned from my friends, or many
Yeah,
relationships, like failed
right,
relationships, right? I
right,
have learned so
right.
many things from them that
Failed
now I
relationship.
look back and now
It's
I
a
look back
karmic
and
thing
thanks.
actually, failed relationships.
Exactly, it's a
You
big
have to
learning.
learn something from it. You can take it and go ahead. Yeah.
And I mean, 5 years back, again, I used to blame them. Now I say thank you. Like every single time I
Thank you.
think about them, I'm like, thank you
Thank you.
so much. If you were not there, I would have not learned so many things about
Exactly.
myself, for that matter. So
Exactly.
I think I take everything as a teacher, as a learning. And of course, I mean, I learned from my younger ones. So, for example, my nephew, I learn everything. I mean, every single day I learn something from him because he's so routine based person that I've never seen him distracting from his routine. So he'll wake up no matter what. He'll wake up at
What
5. He'll
what age
Yeah,
is he?
12.
12.
And now he's
Wow.
16. Now it is 16. Sorry. And no matter what happens, he'll wake up every single day at 5 to 5:15. He'll get ready by 6, go to temple, come back, go to school, come back, sleep. I mean, everything is set.
Wow.
Sometimes I feel it's very, very rigid because there's no time for flexibility. There's no room for flexibility, but still I get very inspired from him that how do you do it? So in a way that I learn from everyone. And that's like, I think that I said that initially, I'm still like that child that who looks at life very curiously, and I learn from everyone. So
Mhm.
I find teacher everywhere.
Okay, so we have another question for you. Guilty pleasure.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. And what about food? Do you have any guilty pleasure food? No.
No,
Okay.
not really. I think this is something, again, I will say myself blessed because I really don't crave for anything.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, maybe you can say because it's like almost 4 to 8 years of living in hostel, that whatever you cook for me, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I really don't crave for sweets or whatever. In fact, I mean, I tell this thing to my friends that once I had bought a box of chocolate, I think I ate it over a year. So I never, it was always there in my fridge, but I never felt like, oh, I just have to eat it. So that way, I think that you may call it self control, whatever. I love eating that way, but nothing like I can't live without it. So no, food is not at all my guilty
Guilty
pleasure. This is
pleasure.
the only thing I
Sleeping.
can say is sleeping, nothing
Sleeping.
else. Because I
Okay.
feel that I don't sleep much. In general, I don't sleep much. So whenever I feel like I don't want to do anything, the only thing I'll do is just go back and sleep.
Great. Great. Okay. We have another question for you, Smriti. Do you ever feel judged? And how do you deal with any kind of judgment about your life choices? I think it's a very apt question for you.
I
Judgment
feel
comes
I
left, right, center for you, right?
a lot. I mean, as I said that I will not call this. I mean, sometimes I feel. I mean, of course, my teachers won't judge me, but sometimes I feel that my teacher might be judging me that, oh, this is she. I mean, this girl is not coming to the class, right?
Hmm,
So
hmm, hmm.
I maybe they are not judging me, but sometimes I feel that, you know, because I'm not able to do certain things, or rather they judging me, I judge myself. So again, this goes as saying that people can judge you only when you judge yourself, right? So because
Right, right.
I feel guilty when I miss a class because of the work, or when I miss a meeting because of the class, I feel guilty. Like rather, I used to feel guilty, and that moment I used to feel that, oh, I'm being judged because I was judging myself.
Okay.
And now
Okay.
I think I started finding peace in whatever I do. In fact, there was a time. The one thing again I want to say that I was very bad at saying no. So people will say, "Okay, do this." I'll say, "Okay." Other person will say, "Do this," and I'll say, "Okay." And that way, I used to really torture me. Of course, they wanted the best for me. It's nothing against them, but again, I had to make a pride that what exactly I want to do. It's just that I could not say no to everyone. I would end up not sleeping, or maybe, torturing my body myself
Hmm,
that way.
hmm, hmm.
Um, why? Because I felt that they would judge me if I say no. Right? And now I
Right.
think I started saying no. I mean, there are 100 reasons. It's not that I don't want to do. I really, really want to do, but of course, there is time for other things. So I'll give you an example that I have committed to one of my teachers for one of the production I wanted to participate, but that time my promotion was very close, and I really had to uh, work, and I had to
Hmm,
learn
hmm.
new skills. I have to perform. I realized that if I say yes to her, I will not be able to commit 100% to her. So,
Right.
I mean, this is not the time. Of course, I wanted to perform, I wanted to be the part of the production, but I just could not. And it was very hard for me to decide what exactly I wanted to do at that point. So, but I realized that if I go to the class, I'll not be like full in the class. I'll keep thinking about,
Yeah.
okay, घर जाना है, पढ़ाई करनी है, ये करना है, वो करना है. So I'll not be present in class like 100%. So I very sorrily, I told her that, sorry, I just can't, and I was not part of the production. So, but yeah, because at that time, my promotion was that was the main thing, right? If for a normal time, of course, I would have make time and go for the classes that way. So as
So
I
you
say, that
chose,
everything is a
yeah,
priority.
yeah. You made a choice, and then you knew that even if the judgment comes, it's fine. I mean, your priority is where your priority lies, and
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you
When
went
you're
with
true to yourself, when you realize that what you're doing is for your best, or this is the best you can do for yourself, I think you will not judge yourself, and then other people will also understand that where are you coming from. It's not that you just want to party and that's why you're not going to the class, or you. It's not that you just want to sleep and that's why you don't want to attend the meeting. They know that you are working as hard as possible, but being a human has its own limitation. That's it.
right, right. So, Smriti, do you have any suggestions for our audience? Any tips on how to develop the kind of mental toughness you have, to develop the kind of resilience you have, bouncing back?
I think realizing the why part is
Yeah,
important.
yeah, right,
I'll just
right.
give you an example. I told you that when I was in Bangalore, I wanted to wake up early. Every single night, I used to sleep that, okay, tomorrow I want to wake up at 5.
Five.
But I was not finding that why do I want to wake up at 5? What exactly I want to do at 5, right? So that was not very clear to me. And even when I came back home, I think for 15, 16 days, I was sleeping till 8 or 9. And then this thing I was telling to my niece that I really want to wake up at 4:30. She was like, why? She asked me why.
Mm.
And I said something to her, ki, okay, these are the reasons I want to wake up at 4:30 or 5, I mean, latest. And next day it was so easy for me. I mean, suddenly it was very easy. And I think it's been almost like 1.5 months. I'm waking up at least at 5, maximum by 5:30, not beyond that. And
I think
the
one of the things that I asked you last time when you had gone to your hometown and you started getting up at 4:30, you mentioned something about commitment. Do you
yeah,
remember?
I think, see, it's very easy. So it's like, okay, more than the habit building stuff, I find that commitment or the priority most important. Because say, for example, we have learned to brush our teeth every single day from our childhood. But even today, if you prioritize, sorry, I don't want to brush my teeth today and I want to eat without brushing,
Right.
nobody will come and put the brush in your mouth.
Right.
So ultimately, it's all about the
It's
priority,
all about
and
priority.
of course, it's
Yes.
not easy. So like, waking up at 4:30 is not easy. As I said that before, also, it's not to judge people that who wake up early are very good, or people who sleep at night are bad. I just wanted to wake up early and see how it feels when
How,
people say,
yes.
"Oh, wake up early and you will have the miracles in your life." I just wanted to experience that. That's all. Uh,
So what miracles are you experiencing?
um, okay. Some of the things I will say that many of my manifestations are coming true.
Wow.
Um, hmm. So, I mean, very, very small things I am just saying and things are happening. Good or bad, I don't know. I mean, if I say good things, of course, good will happen. And sometimes I say bad things, bad will happen. But things are happening. More
Things are
than
happening. Yes. Yes.
things are flowing pretty smooth as of now. Of course, like because we are human, we are living in this thing called life. Things will happen, but I think I'm started to finding my peace, and of course,
Yeah.
a lot has to
Yeah.
be witnessed
Yeah.
in coming years or
The
coming months.
commitment thing I was mentioning, I would like to mention that
Sorry.
specific thing I took as learning from you
Hmm.
was when I asked Mati that how do you wake up at that time? So you said that you wanted that time as privacy for yourself, and that is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
commitment you made to yourself. And you feel that if you're not committed to yourself, you cannot commit anything to any person. And that was that was kind of like a needle mover for me. Like, okay, commitment to self so that you can you feel competent enough to commit to others. And that was
Yeah, sometimes I say such things and I forget myself.
profound, profound. I should actually
Uh,
maintain that. Whatever my
what
friends say, I should write them.
why did I say that? Because when I'm in Bangalore, I stay alone, right? So all the time is my time.
Your time, right?
Yeah, and when I come here at home, there are so many people around. I start feeling very overwhelmed with their presence. I realize that I don't have time for myself at all. And they start waking up like 6. And I was like, okay, if I really have to find time for myself, I have to wake up
Wake up and
early, then only I can find time for myself. So yeah, that was the main thing. I started waking up, and then yeah, in a way, it became a routine.
great, great. So if guys, if you have any other question for Smriti, she's here. If you have any question related to mental toughness, grit, determination, passion, this is the right time. Okay, Smriti. All right. So, Smriti, I had actually one question I had got from another audience who had asked it on
Okay.
the stories that, you know, how did you develop into this mentally tough person?
Uh, Challenges. Maybe challenges I can say, but whatever I face. As I said that,
Facing challenges head on. It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, see, if the life is very rosy, you will expect your life all the time to be like that, which is
yeah,
not the case.
yeah,
So, I mean, again, 5 years back, I used to think that I was not a very privileged child, that I was not getting that support I was expecting. Rather, child should get from their whole family environment as such. But now when I look back and again say thanks that if I had not faced those things early in my childhood,
right,
um,
right.
I mean, as I said, the first response for everything was no, right? And then
Yeah,
fighting from there and doing whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that I've become someone very big person that way. Even they were not very open uh, for my higher studies as well, right? So they
yeah.
wanted me to get married by 18, and by the time you're like 22 or
Had
23,
you
have
not
two child.
fought those
Yeah,
challenges, you would have been living some other life in a
yes.
parallel
So
universe.
exactly. So saying all those no's and then
Yeah,
how to overcome those no's, I think that is something which had really. Now I feel like okay, there are two things. One, I don't want to do, so forget about that, right? But once I realize that this is something I want to do, then nothing can stop me. I think that kind of confidence I've got.
confidence you've got. Great, great, great.
Yeah, and when you have that strong intention that you want to do, things happen
Things happen. Yeah,
automatically.
right, right. Things fall in place. Great, great, Smriti. It's been great having you over. It's been great.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you so
People,
much.
if you have any other question, you can DM me or you can DM Smriti, and of course she will answer. Or if you have any question, I'll pass it on to her, and or you can. I will upload this video on IGTV, and or you can ask your questions there as well. Okay, okay, Smriti. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was
Thank
great
you.
having you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. So yeah,
Thank you.
we'll talk
And
again.
thank you, people, for being here on Ordinary People, Extraordinary Grit. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.